हेलो दोस्तों, कैसे हो? आज हम डिस्कस करेंगे सीपीसीबी साइंटिस्ट बी पोस्ट के सिलेबस के बारे में। सो इसमें इस पोस्ट के लिए हम इन्वायरमेंटल साइंसेज के सिलेबस के बारे में डिस्कस करेंगे। हम सिलेबस की क्रोनोलॉजी को देखते हैं। 2018 में साइंटिस्ट बी पोस्ट के लिए जो सिलेबस आया था वो बेसिक जनरल इन्वायरमेंट का सिलेबस था। उसमें इंट्रोडक्शन टू इन्वायरमेंट साइंस, एयर पोल्यूशन, वाटर पोल्यूशन, इंटरनेशनल एग्रीमेंट्स, इंटरनेशनल इंस्टीट्यूशंस, इन्वायरमेंटल लॉ एंड रूल्स, एक्ट्स, एग्रीमेंट्स। उसके बारे में जो भी बेसिक कॉन्सेप्ट थी वो सिलेबस में था। लेकिन साइंटिस्ट बी पोस्ट का जो एडवर्टाइजमेंट 2023 में रिसेंट में हुआ है, उसमें सबसे पहले सीपीसीबी ने गेट एग्जाम का सिलेबस अपडेट किया था कि गेट में जो इन्वायरमेंटल साइंस का सिलेबस होगा वही एग्जाम में आएगा। लेकिन अभी रिसेंटली इन्होंने ये सिलेबस रिवाइज कर दिया और उन्होंने अभी यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ दिल्ली का जो एमएससी का सिलेबस है इन्वायरमेंटल साइंस का, वो टोटल ब्रोशर उसके ऊपर अपलोड कर दिया गया है। तो आज हम इसी सिलेबस के बारे में चर्चा करेंगे। वन बाय चर्चा करेंगे, क्या क्या यूनिट्स हैं, क्या क्या टॉपिक्स हैं, क्या क्या सब यूनिट्स हैं टॉपिक में। अभी अभी सीपीसीबी ने रिसेंटली यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ दिल्ली का जो एमएससी का इन्वायरमेंटल साइंस का सिलेबस है वो अपडेट किया है कि इसी सिलेबस में पूरा क्वेश्चंस पूरे क्वेश्चंस आएंगे। हम अभी देखते हैं कि क्या है यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ दिल्ली का एमएससी इन्वायरमेंटल साइंस का सिलेबस क्या है। ओके, ये टोटल सिलेबस का ब्राउजर है जो आप सीपीसीबी की वेबसाइट पे या दिल्ली यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ दिल्ली की वेबसाइट पे आप जाके देख सकते हो। उनका मास्टर्स ऑफ साइंस एंड मास्टर ऑफ आर्ट्स का जो इन्वायरमेंटल साइंस का जो कोर्स कंटेंट है उसका टोटल ब्रोशर है। ठीक है, अभी हम डिस्कस करेंगे वन बाय वन। अभी हम यहाँ देखते हैं कि एमएससी इन्वायरमेंटल साइंस में या एमएससी और एमए दोनों में क्या क्या सिलेबस है, लेकिन हम यहाँ पे डिस्कस करेंगे एमएससी इन्वायरमेंटल साइंस। ओके, वी आर नॉट गोइंग टू डिस्कस अबाउट द एमए इन्वायरमेंटल साइंस। ओके, आप देख सकते हो फर्स्ट दिस इज द फर्स्ट ईयर एंड दिस इज द सेकेंड ईयर कोर्सेज। इन फर्स्ट ईयर in both MSc and MA, okay, the all the courses are common. Okay, there are 8 courses. The first course in year 1, introduction to environmental studies. The course is second is the social perspective of the environment. Course third is the environment development and sustainability. Course fourth is the methodology for environmental studies. Okay, the course number 5, the environmental impact and risk assessment. Course 6 means paper 6 is pollution and health. Paper 7 include urban ecosystem. Paper 8 include the natural resource conservation and management. Okay, this is about the first year course. Okay, in first year there are 8 unit, or we can say 8 chapter, 8 courses. Okay, not chapter. Now we will see in the year second year. Second year में क्या क्या courses हैं उसके बारे में देखेंगे। 8 यूनिट और 8 पेपर कोर्सेज ऑलरेडी फिनिश हो चुके हैं फर्स्ट ईयर में। द कोर्स नंबर 9 इज द एटमोस्फियर। ओके, वी आर गोइंग टू डिस्कस अबाउट द एमएससी, वी आर नॉट गोइंग टू डिस्कस अबाउट द एमए स्ट्रीम। ओके, पेपर 9 include the atmosphere and global climate change. Paper 10 include the natural and managed ecosystem. Paper 11 include the biodiversity and conservation biology, and paper 12 include the soil biology. Okay, आगे देखते हैं। पेपर 13 और कोर्स नंबर 13 include the ecotoxicology and environmental health. कोर्स 14 include the environmental biotechnology. ठीक है, तो बायोटेक्नोलॉजी के बारे में भी है एक अलग से कोर्स। उसके बाद में इन्वायरमेंटल केमिस्ट्री के बारे में अलग से कोर्स है। कोर्स नंबर 16 include the environmental hazards. Okay, course number 17 include the hydrology and water resources. Course number 18 include the environmental geology. Okay, course number 19 include the system analysis and modeling. Course or paper 20 include the environmental engineering. Okay, and finally there are the open elective course that is common in the MSc and MA, that is the paper 21 or course number 21, the environmental studies towards a sustainable future. So these are the 21 courses in the master's syllabus of environmental science in the University of Delhi, and this syllabus is followed or revised by the CPCB recently. You can see on their website. Now we will discuss one by one. What is in the each course, what are the subunits, what are the content in the each course. So let's we start one by one. The first course is the Introduction to Environmental Sciences. So in this course, there are Introduction to Environment Science, about the atmosphere, what is the atmosphere, what is the composition, what are the different layers of the atmosphere, okay, what are different air pollutant sources in the atmosphere, basic about something, basic concept of the atmospheric ozone, air pollution in the Indian cities, okay, all these things are included in this subunit. Then after the water, here we discuss about the water quality, quantity, standards, okay, all these parameters, rainwater, surface water, groundwater, environmental hotspot related to the water in India. Then after the content subunit fourth include the soil and land use. They are include the different soil classification, soil distribution in India. Then after the unit 5 include the biodiversity. Okay, so the what is the biodiversity, what types of status of biodiversity, pattern, host biodiversity, hotspot, conservation and utilization of biodiversity. Then after sixth is subunit is the global warming and climate change. So what are the factors responsible for the climate change and global warming and how it affect the Indian environment? Okay. Then after the subunit 7 include the mineral and energy resources. Then after subunit 8 include the environmental impact assessment and environmental audit. So this is about the course number 1, or we can say paper 1, that is the introduction to environmental sciences. Now the course second or paper second, that is the social perspective of environment. Okay, तो सोशल पर्सपेक्टिव ऑफ इन्वायरमेंट क्या क्या है उसके बारे में है. सो इसके अंदर क्या क्या है, सब यूनिट्स क्या है, इंट्रोडक्शन टू द इन्वायरमेंटल थॉट्स, अर्ली इश्यू ऑफ इन्वायरमेंट, इंडियन इन्वायरमेंटलिज्म, ओके, issues in the global environmentalism, population and resources, what is the relationship between the population growth and resources. Then after the urbanization and environment. So all these so this unit include all the social aspect of the living beings with the environment. Okay, and then after this unit also include the environment, technology and society. It see the interaction between the environment, society and technology. Then after the risk and ecological modernization. Then after regulation and environment. Okay, it deals with the law and policy to regulate the environment. Okay, then after the environmental policies in the contemporary India. Okay, then after communicating environment, then after communicating environment. Okay, this is repeated. So this is the communicating environment. Okay, no need to read this one. So this is the syllabus of social perspective of the environment course. Now the next unit is environment, development and sustainability. Okay. So here we see what do you mean by the sustainability, what are the different component of the sustainability, okay, how it affect the environment, principle of the ecology and environmental economics, basic market processes, solution to the environmental problem, estimation of environmental cost and benefit ratios, and sustainability and their relations with the current environmental issues. So all these things were included in this unit, and the name of this unit is Environment, Development and Sustainability. Now the course number 4 and paper 4, that is the methodology for environmental studies. So this unit includes the data collection, survey and processing, modeling aspect, basic aspect of modeling, basic aspect of remote sensing, application of remote sensing or GIS in relation to the environmental studies. Then after the applications of the biostatics for the environmental studies. So all these things are included in this unit. Now the unit number 5, that is the environmental risk and impact assessments. Okay, so this unit mainly deals with the environmental impact assessment, how they are applicable with the different project, what are the different steps, what are the current rules and regulations related to the EIA, what are the different stages, what are the different methodologies for the EIA. Okay, so all these things, basically this unit is related to the environmental impact assessments. Okay, so this is a very important unit. You have to read carefully each and everything in this unit. Now the next unit is, that is the unit number 6, that is the environmental pollution and health. Okay, so this unit deals with the water pollution, air pollution. In air pollution, they are include the ventilation or indoor air pollution. Then after noise pollution, what are the housing standards? Then after the arthropods and medical importance or different diseases that are vector-based related diseases, and pollution control status in India. Okay, what are the different rule regulations? What are the obligations related to the laws and rules and legislations of environment, air pollution in the India? So this unit deals with basically with the pollution. So this unit deals with the sit. This is the unit number 7. That is the urban ecosystem. Okay, so they include the city region, what are the infrastructure, what are the planning and how it is related to the environment, how the slums and neighborhoods affect the environment, what are the occupational environment effects, okay, what how the pollution and waste affect the urban environment, what do you mean by the consuming nature, what is the relation in the environment and energy, and what do you mean by the sustainability and urban future. So all these topics or subunits come under this unit, the urban ecosystem. Now the next unit is unit number 8, that is the natural resources, their conservation and management. Okay, so under this unit, basically, what do you mean by the natural resources, their classification, okay? Then after, what do you mean by soil characteristics, soil formation, soil profile, soil classification, soil fertility, all the soil erosion, how we can deals with the soil erosion, land degradation problems, all these things come under the subunit. Then after mineral resources, how they are sustainable, how the different processes that affect the environment. Okay, then after the non-renewable energy resources, okay, their consumption pattern, their issues with the environment, global energy relations, how they are related with fossil fuels, all these things like nuclear power plant and nuclear waste disposal, geothermal energy, all these things come under this category. Solar energy, all these things. Then the types of the different renewable energy sources. So this unit include all these things. Okay. Then after unit number 9, that is the atmosphere and global climate change. So this unit include the earth system, okay? A different system of earth like atmosphere, hydrosphere, lithosphere, biosphere and their interlinking. Then after it also include the different hypotheses that are related with the evolution of the earth system, like Gaia hypothesis, Milankovitch cycle, James E. Lovelock hypothesis. Then after how the atmosphere and climate are related, what are the different basic atmospheric phenomena, how they affect the climate, what are the different climatic classifications. Okay, so all these things come under this subunit. Then after oceans, general ocean circulation, air sea interactions, global energy balance. Okay, global energy busting, wind stability and turbulence, El Nino, La Nino, other atmospheric phenomena, they are included into this subunit. Then after Indian climate. So all these things come under this unit, atmosphere and global climate change. Okay, then after this unit include the Anthropocene and human impact on climate. This subunit include the causes and consequences of the global warming, impact of climate change and policy perspective. So all these things come under this subunit. Now the next unit is unit 10 or paper 10, that is the natural and managed ecosystem. So this unit include the ecosystem concept. What do you mean by communities, ecosystem dynamics and functioning, plant competition, allelopathy effect, biological invasion, okay, plant facilitation, plant defense, human influences, okay, ecosystem services, and sustainable management. So all these subunits are included in these units. Okay. Now the unit number 11, biodiversity and conservation biology. Okay, there are two subsections. Section 1 include the biodiversity. Okay, under this section, what is the concept of biodiversity, levels of biodiversity, species diversity, direct and indirect benefit from diversity, genetic diversity, threat to the biodiversity, and human interactions and biodiversity loss. So all these things, basic concept of biodiversity come under this section. And the section B include the conservation biology. Okay, so this basically include different conservation status of different things like IUCN categories, methods of conservation like in situ and ex situ conservation methods, and what are the finally benefits of the conservation. So all these are come under the section B of conservation biology. Now the unit 12, that is related to the soil biology. So this unit include the soil genesis, how the soil formation take place, taxonomy and biology of soil organism, role of soil biota in soil, root exudates, soil mutualistic association, okay, environmental problems related to the soil in India, okay, and then after finally the bioremediation of contaminated soil and groundwater and soil composting. So all these things come under the soil biology unit. Next is the unit number 13, that is known as ecotoxicology and environmental health. Okay, so again there are two subsections. First one is the ecotoxicology. So this is deals with the basic concept of the ecotoxicology, like ecotoxicology as a synthetic science, major classes of the environmental pollutants and their toxic potential, entry and movement of toxicants in the ecosystem and environment, toxicant effect, biochemical and molecular ecotoxicology, toxicity testing and biomonitoring. These are the subunits come under the section 1 ecotoxicology. Okay. Now we see the next section is that is the environmental health, and this is include the toxicology and epidemiology and occupational health. Second one, the what are the sources of solid and hazardous waste. Then after human adaptation to the cold and hot climates, and then after the water pollution, okay, air pollution and caused disease, all these things come under this environmental health section. So this section generally include all the things like hazardous waste, pollution, they are affecting the health of the living beings. Now the next unit is unit 14, that is known as environmental biotechnology. This unit deals with the biotechnology. So what are the subunits? First one is the structure and perpetuation of the nucleic acid. Second one is the introduction to the nature of genetic information and gene expression. Third one is the recombinant DNA technology. and fourth one is the wastewater treatment, and the next one is the solid waste treatment and bioremediations. So all these subunits are included in this units, environmental biotechnology. Now the next unit is unit number 15, the environmental chemistry. So it includes the basic concept of chemistry, it includes the geochemistry, chemistry of water, atmospheric chemistry, aerosols chemistry, chemistry of waste substances. Okay, so all these things come under this category. Now the unit number 16, that is the environmental hazards. So this unit include the concept of hazard, types of disaster, difference between the hazard and disaster, what are the different of type of natural hazard, what are the different type of, these are the natural hazard, what are different type of the man-made hazards. So all these things come under this category, like the natural hazard like earthquake, flood, drought, cryosphere, hurricanes, atmospheric burst. Okay, so all these things come under natural hazard, and the man-made hazard like, okay, wildfire, epidemics, okay, any industrial disasters, okay, landslide, sill slope, other disaster there, biological disasters, okay. So all these things come under this unit. This is the unit number 16 related to the environmental hazards. Now the next unit is the unit number 17, that is related to the hydrology and water resources. So this unit includes the basic introduction of different, what do you mean by hydrological cycle, structure and property of water, okay, the water budget of the global water budget, distribution of water resources, Indian water budget, okay, what are the different isotope of water, all these things come under this category, subunit. Then after surface water resources, what are the groundwater resources, so environmental influences on water resources and water resource management, all these things come under this unit. Then after the unit number 18 or paper number 18, known as the environmental geology. So this unit includes the planet earth, what do you mean by solar system, what are different planet, how the, what are the composition of the earth, okay. Then after the earth processes, the movement of tectonic plates, okay, what are the different weathering and erosion process, what is the soil formation process, how the plateau, mountain, land floodplains and delta are formations take place, come under this subunit. Then after resources like energy resources, mineral and water sources, they are come under this category. Then after natural hazard, okay, all these natural hazard come in this category. Then after the land use, okay, how we are using the different types of land, okay, like construction purpose, fair waste disposal purpose, and other purposes. Now the next unit is that this is the unit 19, that is the system analysis and modeling. Okay, so this unit include the different modeling aspect of the ecology, like introduction of the modeling aspect, type of different systems, okay. Then after models, and what are the different type of models in ecology, okay. Then after the models in ecosystem analysis, the air and water quality modeling, and introduction to the computational technology in the modeling concept, okay, like the artificial neural network, genetic algorithm, evolutionary algorithm, okay, fuzzy logics, all these things come under this subcategory. So the unit number 19 deals with the system analysis and modeling. Now the unit number 20, or we can say paper number 20, that deals with the environmental engineering. So first of all, the introduction to environmental engineering, then after treatment technology and control of the wastewater, then after water treatment process, air pollution control processes, solid waste management processes, hazardous waste management processes. So this unit deals with the environmental engineering aspect of different things. Okay, so all these things related to the wastewater treatment, air pollution treatment, solid waste management, okay, hazardous waste management come under this unit. So now the unit number 21, that is a common in the MSc and MA courses, that is the environmental studies towards a sustainable future. So this unit include the evolution of sustainable development, how the sustainable development concept developed, root of the environmental crisis, restructuring human system for sustainability, critical thinking about the environmental issue and solutions, Haryana and Punjab, how they manage their solid waste generations towards the sustainability. Okay, so this includes the some philosophical concept of the sustainability. So all these things come under this unit, unit number 21, environmental studies towards a sustainable future. So friends, thank you so much for watching this video. इस वीडियो में जो भी सिलेबस हमने जो कि यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ दिल्ली का एमएससी इन्वायरमेंटल साइंस का सिलेबस हमने डिस्कस किया है, इसी सिलेबस को ध्यान में रखते हुए हम टाइम टू टाइम नई नई वीडियो इस यूट्यूब चैनल पे डालते रहेंगे. सो जो भी कोई आपका दोस्त या आप इन्वायरमेंटल साइंस में साइंटिस्ट बी पोस्ट के लिए तैयारी कर रहा है, तो आपको इस चैनल को जरूर लाइक कीजिए तथा अपने दोस्तों के बीच में शेयर कीजिए. इससे रिलेटेड जितने भी इम्पोर्टेंट टॉपिक हैं उनके सब के वीडियो हम इस पे अपडेट करेंगे. साथ ही आप हमें इंस्टाग्राम और टेलीग्राम पे आप हमें फॉलो कर सकते हैं, जहाँ पे हम इन एग्जाम से रिलेटेड इम्पोर्टेंट क्वेश्चन टाइम टू टाइम अपडेट करते रहते हैं. सो दोस्तों, अगली वीडियो में फिर मिलते हैं. तब तक के लिए नमस्कार.